Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about, does walking away actually work? So walking away from someone who is an ex or something like that, or someone that was once interested in you but no longer is, or perhaps it was someone that you liked but they never liked you, walking away is the best thing for you to do. And it does work only if, for example, it depends on why you're using it, right? So it depends on why you are walking away from them, right? So if you are someone that does want their ex back, then walking away may work, but it may not, because you don't know basically if this person is actually going to come back into your life, right? So you don't know if, because there's no crystal ball way of knowing, are they going to come back if I walk away? Because what you'll find is that with time, it will reveal everything. Like if they like you and if they still love you and if they want you in their life, they will start making an effort if you go into a no contact period or if you walk away from them and decide and vow that you're never going to speak to them ever again. Like if they love you and if they want you back, they will reach out to you at some point, right? And if they don't, then you'll just never hear from them again. Or if you do hear from them, it will be for reasons to, like finalize the relationship. Like they may ask for their stuff back or something like that. And that will probably be the only times you will hear from them. So, it works in that it reveals basically how that person feels about you, but it might not necessarily work in getting them back because you just don't know, right? You just don't know if they're coming back or not. And there's no real concrete way of knowing if they're coming back. So, but if, you don't really want your ex back, you don't want this person back, then, walking away is going to work because, you don't want them back. You're not, you're moving on with your life basically. And, it doesn't matter to you if they reach out to you or not, because obviously you don't want them back. So it doesn't matter if you get a message from them down the road, you'll probably just ignore it. And, if they fizzle away and they don't care about you and they don't want you back, then, you'll never hear from them and that will be great for you also. So it works definitely for people that don't want their ex back. Definitely, right? But I feel like most people that are watching this video could be potentially hoping that by walking away and going into no contact, you will get this person back, whoever it is. But walking away doesn't just do that though. It doesn't just reveal basically how this person feels about you. It gives you a sense of self-respect back, because obviously if you've gone into no contact or you've walked away from someone, then obviously what was going on wasn't something that you were completely happy with. So for example, you broke up and they didn't want to get back with you or something like that. You got dumped and they didn't want to get back with you. That's a condition that you're not happy with. Or it could be you got friend zoned. That's also a condition that you may not have been happy with, right? Perhaps if you were really, really in love with someone, you really liked to date them or something, and they didn't want to, that's obviously a condition that you do not want. So walking away is a very powerful thing that you can do when it comes to, walking away from conditions that are no longer serving you. And this doesn't just work for relationships and for romantic things. It also works for jobs, for, careers and things like that. It also works with friendships that are no longer serving you, for relationships with family members that are toxic and that you want to walk away from or something like that, right? So, walking away is basically where you, put what you want on the table and say, look, this is what I want, right? So if it's a relationship, you're like, look, I don't want to be just friends with you. Like, I want to be in a relationship with you. I want to date you. I think you're great, right? And if they say no to that, then you're like, well, I've told you what I want. That's what I would like. I don't really want to do the friendship thing. So, I'm just going to go. But hey, you know what? You've got my contact information. So just reach out to me if you, change your mind about it. And that's all you have to say. And then you walk away and you never talk to them again unless they reach out to you. And when they do reach out to you, you say, have you changed your mind? Right? That's what you got to say to them. And if they say, no, I still just want friendship, and then you throw it back in their face and say, look, no, sorry, I told you, I don't want to just be friends. I want something more. I want romance. I would like to date you, right? Obviously, of course, if by then you haven't found someone new, haven't found someone better. So you got to, take that into consideration as well and think about that, you know, because, you know, if you're walking away from someone and you're walking away from a situation that you don't like, it's not likely, unless that person really, really does care about you, that things are going to change. You know, and most of the time people don't want to change, and this is something I say a lot on my channel. Even if they do love you and they still want you, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to start changing their behavior and start changing themselves, right? So that's something that you've got to think about as well. It might be better for you to actually just start afresh with someone. And a lot of people, you know, they're still stuck in the past. You may or may not be one of these people that are still thinking about that previous relationship, you know. But the thing is that with that is you got to start finding someone else, finding someone better, finding a new situation. If it is like a career thing that you're going through and you want to change jobs, you know, whatever it may be, you got to see like new situations, putting yourself in better situations as a new adventure. You got to start having a more optimistic look at how this is playing out. Like, yeah, you've gone for a breakup or something like that and you're heartbroken. But what you've got to remember is that you are now open to finding someone better, someone new, you know, who it could work with, who's not going to break up with you or friend zone you, whatever it may be that's happened to you, right? And you got to see it as a new, cool, exciting adventure. You got to be optimistic, right? I like that. You got to see it as some sort of like new venture for yourself, right? You got to see it as this new opportunity, because that's the best position to be in, to be excited. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to meet someone new. It's going to be awesome, you know, and putting yourself out there. And you get now to date new people as well. If you've had an appropriate amount of time to heal and get over that past relationship, you can go out and meet new people, have new connections. If this was a relationship, you've probably got a lot more free time on your hands that you can use to spend doing other projects and things that you love to do, you know. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. You've got to see it as that and not be just stuck in the past with this old relationship or this old flame where it didn't work out. And you want to be seeking a new and better situation for yourself. And, you know, if you do that, then walking away really, really is going to work. So walking away does work because it takes you out of those bad situations and opens up the opportunity for you to find new, new things for yourself. And if you want this person back into your life and you're hoping that by walking away they're going to come back, it's 50-50, right? They're either going to come back or they're not, right? So time will reveal basically how they feel about you. And if they don't come back, then you know that you now need to move on and start this new exciting adventure for yourself where you find new opportunities and new things to do, and it's going to be super fun. But you got to think of it that way. You can't think of it in like a negative way, like, oh my God, I have to go out dating again, I have to do this, it's going to be horrible, it's going to be a drag, you know, I've got all this free time on my hands, I don't really want it. You know, you got to have a better attitude. You got to have a better attitude about it. Be excited, because it is exciting. It is exciting to have like a fresh slate where you can sort of like rebuild yourself and start having, you know, a new, you know, like I say, like a new adventure for yourself. It's going to be fun, and you got to see it as that, because it is, right? It's exciting. You're out of that bad place. You're no longer pining after this person. You've decided that you're going to walk away, you know, and now you can move on to new and better things. But you got to believe it. You got to see it for yourself. You got to believe that things are going to get better, because if you feel like, nah, it's never going to get better, my life's always going to suck, I'm always going to be this heartbroken, I'm never going to get over them, then that's exactly what's going to happen for you, because that's your mindset, that's what you're thinking about. But if you see it as a brand new, brilliant opportunity, a new adventure, then you're going to feel great about it. Sure, you may sometimes get memories that suck, but at least you're on some sort of like trajectory to a new and better place, because you have a better outlook on that situation. You know, and that's why walking away works. And that's why I think walking away from bad situations is the best thing that you can do, no matter if they're romantic, you know, if it's a job sort of situation, you know, things like that. Always be looking for the new and better opportunity for yourself until you find what you want, right? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.